Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya.
Morning. Can I sing a song?
Om Shri Arunachala Shiva.
Namaste, Nelly.
Jai Mahadev.
Namaste.
Yes, can you hear me? Yeah. Nelly, you're the 10th person into the Hangout. So, Ananta ji cannot enter.
Do I need to leave? Okay. Okay, thank you. That's fine. I will come back later.
Yes, I will bring you back in about an hour. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Shri Ramanaya Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya Om Shri Ramanaya Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramanaya
Nelly, could I request that you exit the Hangout, please?
I don't know how. Am I still on?
You see on top there is a red button with a phone on it. If you click on that, yeah.
Om Shri Ram Ram. Ram 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 Ram. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramaya. Shri Arunachala Shiva Om.
Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Follow. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva Shankara Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Yamuna Ki Jai. Ganga Ki Jai. Kaila Sakti Shiva
Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Ramaya. Jai Mahadev, Mahadev. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. Achala Shiva.
Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Shiva 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 Shambho. Shiva Shiva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva Shambho. Mahadeva
appear to be identity, personal identity, let that be eternally absorbed. Where they may arise the thoughts of separation, let that be eternally absorbed. May these bodies, these forms be only vessels for the Spirit of truth. In all interactions, every encounter, we only inspiration from the where there remains the belief, diverse substance, where that be absorbed. Where there may still arise attachments of what is past, what we aspire for in the future, if we believe we are in that the divine presence.
Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Satguru Shri Moji Ji ki Jai. We were watching a little while earlier and we were looking at one of the questioners, and Guruji was pushing her towards this inquiry, discovery. This question arose here: why is she just refusing to look? It came like this. Why is she just refusing to look? And then something came to me. It said that if you met now the one who was living through this body 10 years ago, the spiritual seeker with so much knowledge, what would you tell him? If I met the past Ananta from 10 years ago, what would I tell him? First, I would say, all this knowledge which you think is helping you, throw it away. I was very attached to the knowledge, so I don't know whether I would have listened. But I would say this: all this knowledge, all the books you've read, they've done their part. Now just keep them aside. Then all your ideas, all the ideas about being a Shiva devotee or a Ram devotee, all of this also, keep it aside. All your practices, your japa, your kriya, your japa, your yoga, just keep it aside. All your concepts about everything, all your aspirations, goals, desires, all the ideas about what kind of seeker you are, all your ideas about who is worthy enough to be your teacher, your master. All the judgments that you are holding on to, Just keep them aside. Everything about what enlightenment, liberation, freedom means also. Keep it aside. And just look at what is here right now. Who is looking at what is here right now? And then I would hold my hand and say, whatever answer your mind is giving you is not the right one. Whatever fear is coming up for you, it truly doesn't matter. No label can live up to what you are. And then I might have said, the seeker would have said, but I don't feel anything. I'm not feeling anything special. It's not in the feeling. And if there was some insight, then truest insight. Then the seeker might come back and say, yes, I see. I am this awareness, this unmoved witnessing. What should I do so that I don't lose this seeing? And then the master would say, you could not lose it if you tried. What you are cannot be lost. That which appears and disappears is not you. that which is coming and going, you are aware of. Just leave right now. Can you leave? Are you holding on to something to be here? Even if the body is moving, you see that you are still here, unmoved, untouched. Change the position of the witness and show me. Move awareness by 1 inch to the left. What do we need to hold on to? We feel it is in trying to control our attention and keeping it somewhere. Not even that it is. Even the movement of attention is also seen. I am aware that attention is moving. Then the trouble must only be that your mind doesn't know what to do with this that you are discovering. That can say, so what? So now what? Or it can keep saying, I haven't found it. What are you saying? Who sees this mind? Where do you start and where do you end? Are you done playing with your mind? Are you really done playing with your mind? And if we are not done playing with the mind, then let's just say, I'm not done yet. Mhm. Although it might sound like it, like, as if I'm in a rush or something. Mhm. But if you're not done playing, I'm in no rush to pull you back home. It's only then when you say, I'm done playing, and you still keep playing with your mind, that is when I say, look at what you're doing. There's a story in Yoga Vashisht. The simple version of that is basically that there's a being who picks up a weapon, a hammer, say, a hammer, and he hits himself on the head and says, I'm in so much pain. Oh, I'm suffering so much, suffering so much. I keep the hammer down. And I tried. Down. No, this one, this hammer, keep it down. It says, okay, I'm trying. This is all that is happening. We keep picking up that which we are suffering from. Because there is still a temptation to play, still a temptation to give meaning to identity, still a temptation towards specialness, still this temptation to find something, to become something. There are some Ayurveda teachers in India, especially in the small villages. You go to them and they just take out the same syrup, whatever the ailment is, the same bottle they open and have. So we also have one special medicine like this. Whatever you say you're suffering from relies on your belief. Whatever, it relies on your belief. One medicine for everything. So then either we can become like the allopathic doctors and say, okay, what is the special variety of your suffering? Is it relationship? Okay, now for relationship, you know what you must do? You must become more accepting, should love each other, give each other space, and that. And then what is your special variety? Oh, money, okay. Don't be so quick to spend. Save it. Ask yourself, do you really need that which you're spending on? And someone else can say, body is mind. Say, get in shape, go to the gym, do some yoga. And you can have many variations of all of these things. For each thing, you can have a special medicine. For guilt, you have one medicine. For fear, you can have some other medicine. For all varieties of suffering. So just like this, if you want to be done with this play, right now, not interested in which variety of suffering and what is happening to you and what could happen in the future. Then very simply, whatever the mind could be saying, no matter how true it sounds, how humble, how spiritual, how unique, how remarkable, it might be dressed in all of these fancy clothes. Just don't give it your belief. There is no identity without belief. There is no resistance without belief. It is the same as saying there is no ego without belief. And when the pretend identity is not there, then what remains? The clouds of this imagination are cleared up, and you see, I am still here. I remains. And this I is not suffering. Suffering means resistance. You know, one of the ways in which this specialness thing works is that you want your own unique brand of freedom. As Guruji says this, Ananta says, don't believe your next thought. What am I going to say? What is my special method, technique? Do I just want to be another Me Too follower? Sometimes it can happen like this also. I'm making it simplistic with this feeling that yes, I've come to now the final flow of this building. Now I just need to get to the terrace. Now at least I can leave my father's hand and be a little independent, so I can feel good that I did it. It's a load of rubbish. It is the same guy who is acting up and playing a trick on you. And this by no means means that all of us must have the same expression and say the same thing. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that we must observe this tendency to look for something else. Now we find this medicine that can do all of this, whatever the special variety of ailment I might claim to have, cannot survive our disbelief in the next thought. Cannot survive. And yet we are looking for something, somewhere. And so many of these pointers you have come across already. Who am I? Bhagwan said, who am I? It's enough. Just with little openness to ask who am I is enough. Guruji says, when the perceiver be perceived, he calls it his Pirhana question. It's made up all that is false. It is enough. Just to contemplate this. I say don't believe your next thought and you are free right now. In fact, don't believe your next thought and just see that you are free. And yet, what do? We present a thought. That's why I say let's then admit that we are playing. Because we have no excuse to be deluded. Just let's admit that we are playing. Let's read a little bit about what Atma said. She said, the quote I have suggested for tomorrow is exactly that one. All your resistance only means that you refuse to look at what is. Our resistance is just a refusal to remain with what is. And she said, Father, there is only one of us. In all these forms and beings, there is only one. I can't explain in words. It's so amazing, this one. Beings suffer only because they are identified with mind. Only for that, yes. Only. Only, and mind is just thoughts, yes. Nothing. We cannot be separated. Who and from who is there to be separated? There is only one. Only one reality, undivided. There is only myself in all and everywhere. Look. And Aparna says, Father, can we say that if we believe that if there is a mind, no, can we say that if we believe that there is a mind, then there is, if not, there is no mind? Could it be that simple? You can say this about attention. So when attention is not on something, then it cannot exist. If there is no attention on thought, then there is no thought. But with belief, appearances can still continue, but they have no power. They have no meaning. It is our belief that gives meaning to that which is meaningless. So then the question that some of you can ask is that if by withdrawing my attention, the whole root of the trouble itself is not there, which is the mind, the thought, then why don't I just withdraw my attention? Because from what I have seen, what I have found is that attention is not that easy to manage. You say I will control my attention and keep it with only the presence. And then you go on this roller coaster and it becomes a practice. One day I'm successful, next day I'm unsuccessful. One moment I'm just this presence, next moment I'm completely with the thought. And the mind then gets belief about doing something. The doer identity becomes so strong that I must find the right practice so I can withdraw my attention. But belief is so much simpler. Whatever is coming can come. Thoughts can come, pain can come, grief can come. Outside anything can come. It means nothing. Meaning is given by our belief. And as meaning is withdrawn, belief is withdrawn, we find naturally attention also seems to become more in check, not moving around so much on its own. But even if it does, what it brings to us has no power without our belief. Isn't it? So thoughts can continue to exist. But as Bhagavan said, what seemed like a strong rope now becomes a burnt rope. It has no power. Still appears, but has no pull. So then if this is true like this, then the only thing you can say is, I want freedom also and I want to believe a thought also. This is my favorite thought. I've had it since I was a child. I don't want to let it go. And also I want freedom. Nobody can help you. You must decide whether you're done with all of this or not. And it's not right that nobody can help you, because the grace is already working to free up your hand, loosen your grip. But if you just refuse and you say, I want to be this person and I want to be free, then how can it work like that? On this throne, either the true king, your holy presence, the being can sit, or you can imagine that you are sitting there as a person. But both cannot sit at the same time. Are you willing to give up all your ideas? And I can tell you from direct experience that every idea which I felt was worthwhile did not turn out to be that way. It was completely meaningless. The empty of all of these. And the master says, make room for me in your heart. This is what he means. Then as you start making room, you find the master was already sitting there as your own presence. Empty, empty, empty of all ideas. Then we meet fresh as one. This is the most joyous communion. Hmm?
And share an idea that it's hard to
Let go of, yes. Is one already?
No. It's when these kind of energies are here, like this destructive, like there's enough judgment that it's evil.
Yeah.
And it's really, it's like, oh, is this God as well? Because you say, oh, holy presence. It's like, Like no one ever says, oh, like hate is here, vengeance is here, and that's God, and that's holy.
Yes, it's God.
But
It
it
is.
doesn't feel holy.
Okay, forget holy.
So there's also this conditioning is that God has always been something that was external that you prayed to, and
Yes.
even the idea of Satguru is like someone who's outside helping.
Yeah.
And
Yes, but this is not true. God outside would mean that there is somewhere that God is not. What kind of God is that? I'm not interested. If He's only there, what is it? Nothing great.
so there's also a belief that unless this kind of evil stuff is not here, God is not here. Or God can't.
This is not true. Only God is here. You are not here. You know what I mean? Only you as God is here. Nobody else. Therefore, when I say, are you done playing? I'm just asking, this is just God asking God, are you done yet? The person is the play, it is not the player.
So, okay, what about belief? God must feel good.
Yes, yes, cannot be. Yourself, as you're saying that, you're realizing that. Why? And what, to whom must God feel good? We already just said that only God is here. Huh? Then God must feel good to who? Himself? Then it's his problem. Interpreter, this subtitle track will say this kind of stuff. But it's only this subtitle track which says this. It's like you take a classic, when I say movies, I'm not such a Kurosawa fan also. One of you maybe. So I always say take a classic Kurosawa movie and you give it the subtitles of one cheesy Bollywood flick. And you're watching that and you're reading the subtitle. So the seven samurai or whatever they're coming, they want to save the villagers, and the subtitle track is saying, "Oh, this gang of thieves is here to loot the villagers." It's all messed up. You see the subtitles.
It's like everything I hear from other about God is like the opposite. It feels like the opposite of the experience. No one says
Because you find that when you accept that God is not according to my idea of how he should be, with this acceptance, you will find that even that which you found so troublesome, so painful, so whatever, you say just what it is. You might not so easily say it's perfect or something, but at least very simply you will be able to say it just is what it is. And then one day you might start seeing the beauty in both sides of the contrast, in the tragic as well as in the joyful. Then if that insight appears on its own, then you can say Oh, everything is just so beautiful. Till then, at least we can say it is just what it is. Because when we have that acceptance, it just is what it is. When we are not paying attention to any interpretation, what it means, what should happen, all of that is gone. Yes, God does not live up to our ideas of what it should be. It's much more than that. It's everything actually. If you just see that all phenomena is God, then what is there to see or be concerned about or suffer from? There's no room left then for the individual I. If everything is God, then there is no individual me. There is no ego, no separation. The body, the seeming boundary of the body is just coming from the experiencing of these sensations. But the experiencing is happening in the infinite space that you are. I got that look. So then, there's some pain, some sensation in the body right now. Where is it experienced? Yeah. Somewhere. Now, what are the dimensions of that one which is experiencing this pain? And what you can also do is see that you can move your attention around to all parts of the body. And you can sense the sensations from that part. And it is all experienced in the same space. So what are the dimensions of this one that is experiencing this entire sensation of the body? Is it finite?
Okay.
Cannot locate. Cannot even locate it in space. And yet the experiencing is happening. Now this one which cannot be located, you cannot find the dimensions, the shape, the limits. You cannot even truly say finite, infinite, none of it applies. Now what is this one complaining about? Can't locate it, but its gist is very clear. So when we say that I cannot locate this experiencer, this experiencing is here. Body is experienced, sensations are experienced, sounds are experienced, touch is experienced, taste is experienced, sight is experienced. All in this space. I cannot tangibly find the location of this one. I cannot tell you what it looks like, where it starts and where it ends. I cannot locate it. Then does this description which you are seeing directly now tally with any mind report about what's happening? Doesn't tally at all. Doesn't tally at all. Then just in this directness, then we must be able to see that this mind has no credibility. Who is it talking about? In similar lines, Aditi had a question. She says, since there is only one God, then the God that I am is frustrated by its identification with the person. All that is shared in satsang is comforting, but it's seen that only God can drop the dream, not the person. Yes, because no person ever existed. That's why I said that the person is the play, is the movie that you put on. It is not the player. You put on the Aditi movie. Midway through the movie, you're saying, "Oh, this is like this." It's so frustrating. Is it getting somewhere? Like this, it can play. You see. Then you say, all that is shared in satsang is comforting, but it is seen that only God can drop the dream. Yes, yes, because only God exists. Only God is here. How does God drop the play? By not believing the thought. And that the dream of separation may or may not happen while this body is still warm. And the dream of separation may or may not happen. May not be dropped, is that what? Because if the body is here, then in all bodies it is seen, even with the avatars, that the dream of separation happens. So the dropping of the dream of separation may or may not happen while this body is still warm. Yes, and that is also God's play. To know conceptually there is only beingness, but still be identified as a person, and that none of this is in my control is maddening until freedom from the imagined person apparently happens. But it can happen now. Okay, so very good. You say only God is here. Very good. So just like this, I say the power of belief belongs to God. Okay? So then, when a thought comes, it is inserting the disc of the play. To give it meaning, to give it your belief is to press play, to play the game. Now what can force you to believe? Nothing can force God to believe this person. It can only ever be that God is not done playing with a particular concept or an identity. So it still finds it juicy, it still finds it meaningful. And if you say, okay, I'm truly done, I don't want to give anything meaning, then take that which usually belief is given to and pull it into your inquiry. Who finds meaning in this idea? Who finds meaning in this identity? And you will find that there is nobody here. And this idea also will become laughable.
Ananta, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
I know you say now.
Can you repeat, my dear? I didn't get your words. I know you saying what?
I said, I know you're saying now. That's what you're saying. This is consciousness speaking to consciousness. I understand that, and conceptually, I'm doing the inquiry. I'm doing the I understand the play, the belief.
Okay. Let me just pause. Let me just pause over here. So, do you understand this conceptually, or do you see this right now as your living experience?
I see it, and then the mind just rushes. It's so fast that I never get a chance to be that. The mind keeps rushing, and no matter what, it takes over. It's so frustrating. It's when is this stupid game? Excuse me, I'm not laughing about it yet.
That's good, my dear. It's only that your internet seems to be breaking up.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't.
So this, let's see together what is happening.
Okay.
You say that I see it right now. The mind is so strong, it's so tricky, it's so frustrating. Tell me what it's saying.
It just rushes in immediately and says, no, this isn't it. And then it takes off on this big tangent. It's supposed to be love, and it's supposed to be peaceful, and it doesn't look like this. No, it doesn't look like this. This isn't it. That's the biggest comment.
Yeah.
Immediately. It doesn't even give me I just get a glimpse, and then it's gone. But I
Okay.
know.
So let's slow it down. The mind is saying freedom does not look like this.
Yes.
Is it difficult to withdraw our belief from this?
No, but then every time I do, I'm telling you, it doesn't give me a break. It's so fast. It's the habit, the conditioning. It's so fast. It's just this constant. I see it, I don't. It's there, it's gone. All day long. I feel like I'm stuck in this game, and I want. I know it can end, but I feel like seriously have no control over this. That this is happening. The seeing's happening by itself. The mind's coming in by itself. And I'm just there to just wait till it just wants to stop playing this game, no matter how badly I want the game to stop.
Yes.
And practice all this. It's continuing all on its own, and it's going to stop when it stops. I'm at that point where, okay, I get the glimpses, but that's as good as it's going to get right now.
The glimpse is not what you are. Even glimpse is perceived. You are aware of glimpse. This awareness is not leaving. It is not starting or stopping. It is just that the content is constantly changing. Now, if there's an expectation that the content should not change or it should stop in some way, that itself is giving power to the content becoming meaningful. So just now together, can we just allow everything to come and go, even the mind and whatever it is saying?
Yes.
And we'll take our time. Let's take a few minutes just like this. Just allow everything to come and go. No trying to control attention also. Let attention also run wherever it wants.
I'm telling you, it's insanity in there. It's all over the place. It's just, I feel like I'm cornered.
Yes, yes.
And
Stay with me. Just stay with me for a few minutes. Let it be completely insane. Let it be completely insane. Allow everything. Everything, no matter how scary, how fearful, even if it feels like it's never going to end. Just allow it to come.
Namaste, Father.
Just give us a few minutes, my dear.
May I say something?
Yes.
I do this on my own, what we've just done here, and I am able to see this tremendous frustration and anger, and it comes and it goes. But this is the constant play, and I know I'm the witness of it, but that's it. And like I said, this is it. I still feel there's a person that I'm identified with, very much so. And then there are days I don't feel there's a person. And I do laugh. But it's just, to me, there's this seesaw. And I get the impression that, like you were saying, God's not done playing. And it's like, why not? You know? Why is God saying on one hand I won't stop playing, and then he won't? And I just want to say, enough already. Enough. I am the self. I am that. So stop it. You know, the person can still be there, but you don't have to throw it all away. Just stop playing this game that you're not who you are. And this frustration starts to build again. And it's just this constant going back and forth that way. And yes, I know it's seen, but enough already. And that's the truth of it.
So God is not done playing.
God is not done playing.
So if God is not done playing, then who's saying stop it? It's also a part of the same play. The stop it, another enough already, you are the self, all of this is who's saying? Is there an advisor to God who's saying, now this is what we must do? Just see that you are God, damn it. You see? And you yourself say that when this comes like this, then I see God is not done playing and I say stop already. And this becomes so frustrating. Don't say stop already. Who is it who's saying stop already? If God is playing, nobody can stop God. See? So there's still a sense that God is here and I am here. And I'm tired of this God playing this game. Only God is here. This one that is saying I'm here along with God is not here. It is the same interpretive voice which is now saying that I see I'm God now. Now it should stop. Don't give any belief to this thought. And very soon, one day you will come to this discovery. You will say, not one blade of grass moves without the will of the God that is here, the presence which is here. And you very clearly now you know the difference between a thought and your intuitive voice. You know this very well. Don't go with any belief in a thought, including thoughts which are saying stop now, stop. The voice of the mind telling God to stop is just like an ant standing in front of an elephant saying stop. Yeah, elephant doesn't even know it's there. It's just moving all along. So then, to you I can say that even if frustration is coming, enjoy it. No? Not to everyone I can't say like that. But to you I can say frustration is coming, okay, so what? Enjoy it. I can't. You have to unmute if you're saying something.
Sorry, I didn't know somebody muted. And I do that. There are times it's very laughable, and I see the mind saying it shouldn't be like that. But it's going the belief, this habit, just so frustrating. And I want to enjoy the frustration. Trust me. The seesaw. I have to say, the mind comes in and says it's not enjoying it. The frustration and back and forth and taking it seriously and believing, just all of it. It's just, and I know it's a mind there. And I do feel completely that it's even God playing that game. And why would God want to play this silly game?
So you have to make an So if you check now, tell me when this sense is coming that I know it is the mind. I know it's just the mind. Is this coming from your intuitive voice, or this is also the mind?
But I have to say, there are times it is not the mind. It's not even a communication. It's a seeing. But when it's a communication, then thoughts. I call it the mind, and it's more of a story. So sometimes it's a story, and sometimes no story. So I chuckle and it's a knowing. That's what I vacillate between. So it's kind of this insane, I'm laughing 1 minute and then frustrated and crying the next. And that's what the vacillation is what's frustrating for me. And I have to ask you, when you had the identification with the person, believing in the voice, there's so many ways of saying it. Yeah. The people that I've listened to that have had this liberation or awakening, whatever you want to call it, they have all admitted they had no choice in it. It happened by itself. No, some were meditating, some were inquiring, some weren't. Some were in pain, some were angry. There's no set rule or tool or technique that can make this happen. And yeah. Volition of yours whatsoever, of the person. There's no telling how long I could do this not believing or self-inquiry. There's no guarantee that this identification with the person is going to drop, and that's what frustrates me, to know that this game can go on for the rest of my life.
When you say there is nothing I can do, is it nothing I can do as a person? or nothing I can do as consciousness.
And that's no way the mind can do anything. It's part of the play. And again, that's seen and understood.
Yes, but I maybe I missed the answer, which is the question is when you say there is nothing I can do, then are you referring to yourself as person or consciousness? See, so as long as we take the perspective of being this imagined one, then we see that there is nothing that the cat can do to become the free cat. Then who is the doer that is here? Who has the power of belief? And this one, this consciousness, is completely has the power to play or not to play. As it unfolds, of course, you will say that all of this was God's play. All of this was grace. And in this communion that God is having with Himself, God is playing in this way, where using these simple pointings, who am I? Don't believe your next thought. It is freeing itself from this play of personhood. No pointing is useful to a person because no person has ever existed. But it is seen in this realm, in this play, that which you are, this consciousness, this presence which you are, has the power of belief, has the power to pretend. And can withdraw the power of pretending, can withdraw the power of belief. The frustration comes because we go back to the past again and say, I said I will not believe. And the mind can come and say, but this is doership, you see, this is a practice. Actually, it is not. It is coming to the effortlessness of that which we are. It is the giving belief which is effort. The most natural, the most effortless state is to remain without giving belief to these thoughts which are coming. So the frustration comes when we say, yes, I said I will not give belief to my next thought, but you know, this happened and this one came in front of me and these thoughts came and I believed them. I lost it. But what are we doing there? What are we doing there? Okay, in the past, which doesn't exist anyway, it seemed like some thought was believed, but we continue to believe more and more because of that. As consciousness, you are dropping the person this instant when you are letting the thought just come and go. You're picking up the person the instant when you're making this nothing into something by giving it your belief. Of course, all of this will move with God's grace, but you are this God. But you are never the mind. The mind is always playing the role only of the person. So although this person is also an imagination of God Himself, but this one will never testify to your truths. All happens through God's grace. All happens through God's will. And you are this God. Now a thought might come and say, I don't feel like God. This is what God's like. That's just another thought, you see. How can God be frustrated? But when you look and you check, you find that there is no person here, only this presence is. This is your direct experience. This is not some fancy imagination. Nobody has found the person. We've looked and we've looked. Even when we say that the person comes back, all that we are really saying is that God is pretending to play this person. No tangible person ever comes. That's why I say, isn't it, that if you want to see God pretending to be a person, believe your next thought. All of this is your claim, my dear. You are that. But if you pick up this person and say, I as a person can never do anything, and this is so frustrating to me, then this is just thoughts which are speaking, thoughts which are being spoken. Because all your direct seeing, all your inquiry, you have found that there never is this person. So how to be rid of that which never existed? Just by stopping to pretend. And how are we pretending? Just by believing our thought. I know a part of you must be, what is this stuff? What is he saying? Yeah, it can be sometimes, it's okay. But if we start, you know this cat story, isn't it? If we start with the perspective that I as a person must get some freedom, then how will it be? Because freedom is freedom from the person idea itself. It is just the mind's trap to set us up for failure. I as a person, I know the times, there are so nice times, and then there's this frustration, and it's making the story of who? Just now, you are free, right now. Every now, not just in satsang. Every right now. The anger, the grief, the thoughts, all are an expression of your freedom. All is a part of your play. But God cannot say, I don't have the power to stop this play. Don't presume that you are something other than God. And as God, you can see all your toys which are available to you. You have this attention toy, you have this belief toy, you have the identity toy, you have this outer realm which is your toy. And when you're done playing, you will not wake up from sleep. There will be no waking state at all. Truly done. Till then, the mind can keep coming and saying, you're done, but still this play is on, you're done. Don't believe anything that the mind is saying about you. Only God is. And you are that. Then you will see that what I meant by enjoy the frustration doesn't mean that you're outwardly laughing at it or something. Strong grief sometimes, strong frustration. But you see there's some pleasure even in this. All experiencing then becomes just a joy. That is the joy I'm talking about. You not so much want to distinguish between the spectrum of pain and pleasure. Then this becomes a beautiful allowing without any conclusions about anything, without even the concept of freedom. Because you do not find that one that is bound.
That was perfect. Oh my gosh. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my dear. You all tired? You must be. Or they want to make a second switch. But you can also switch if you want. There's 2 hours are over. So they're going to make a second switch in the Hangout if there's some who want to come in.
Has it been 2 hours?
Almost. Say something.
I want it's 2 hours.
It's okay. They're going to make a switch anyway.
It was on good summary.
Yeah.
You know, you said to me, if the mind gives me these like flashcard images to not visit. So last night it started again. It's like a slideshow of this body being hurt, like blood. So I was sitting with it, and these questions just came saying, okay, what is this for? And I saw like the kind of urge to like hurt others or lash out, actually kind of based on fear. Like I'm saying it because I don't want to say I. It is afraid of, and underneath that is grief, like immense grief. So I saw, as soon as I saw that, I just like the fear I had towards it just left, or it feels less. Okay, it itself is lashing out from fear, not just an intention to just hurt or destroy. The other question was, why images of this body being hurt? Like, what is that for? And it just came like there's an association. Again, I don't want to say I.
Yeah.
It feels like it has safety in that, like safety and protection. And as long as this body is somehow in hurt or in pain, and it never shows it as if this body is dead. So it's still alive, but injured in some way or really sick. So as long as that's there, there's safety for it in that. And I just wish to, and I also saw that this question came, okay, then, or this feeling to stop saying these energies are mine. And the feeling is like, say, okay, it's God's problem. But I have a problem saying because in God is still, the word God brings up.
Is there another word like being or consciousness?
Maybe if you said like, there's less of that when you say consciousness or presence.
I know many of you have this because of something cultural or something, that there's this problem with the word God. So whenever I say God, you hear consciousness or being.
Because this story has like fascinated for so long. There's a feeling of, okay, it's okay now. Like the fascination is less.
Very good. Very good. This is good because the contemplations are happening. Some images are coming. Some fear can come, but you're not really running scared now. You're saying, what is this for? What is this about? Which itself is great power.
And there are moments now where, since the weekend, where I actually feel that, okay, this energy is here, and I'm also here. Whereas before it was always, this energy is me. Now I feel like, okay, it's here, but something else is here, which is great. Theme, great. And a question also came, okay, what if this would always kind of accompany my experience, you know, like for the rest of his life. And not totally, but it's like, okay.
This true acceptance will automatically do the cleaning up. Oh.
There's always this, yesterday, today this is overwhelming. Like something came over me. Like my body just wanted to do that. And my mind, I would always listen to the mind, making this judgment. As long as these energies somehow, like it didn't want me to. It didn't want me to. If I don't appear here tomorrow, this is one thing I do.
Okay, so after the second switch, we have a rule. I will say only one word. To anything that anyone says, I will just say who. So everyone is a bit tired. Just bring it on. I'll only say who. So we do like that. Shanti said, okay, lots of chat on YouTube. Shanti said, the joy is in seeing I am not that which is appearing. I am the one that sees and I am untouched, even if it feels like it. I am that joy that appears to appear as what is, and bound by what appears free. Beautiful.
Namaste, Father.
Namaste, my dear. Come. Did you say who? Huh? Can't see your video, my dear.
I'm also not seeing audio. क्या कहा आपने फादर? मेरे को समझ नहीं आया.
आपका वीडियो दिखाई नहीं दे रहा बेटा.
फादर मेरे को लगता है नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम होगी. इधर भी वीडियो नहीं शो हो रहा. फादर कल रात से कुछ बॉडी में ऐसी एनर्जीज उठ रही हैं कि बस कुछ कर दूं, उससे कंट्रोल नहीं हो रहा. पता नहीं क्या क्या करी भी जा रही हूँ. मेरे को नहीं पता क्यों हो रहा है ऐसे. ये फादर आप ना मेरे से बोलना नहीं जा रहा. Not able to talk.
There are many in the Sangha who, because of some form of abuse, some form of childhood events, they have some residual energies or these things. And for many years you feel like it was all clear. All clear. And you come into satsang and you find that, oh, what is all this coming up? So you let it come up and you let it get released. Just let it get released. Don't try to understand what's happening. Don't try to say something about it. Just keep coming to satsang. And don't try to say, okay, after 1 satsang or 5 satsang or 10 satsang, it will be all clear. Nobody knows.
फादर सत्संग में तो जैसे मैं जबरदस्ती आती हूँ.
Yes.
मेरा मन नहीं करता आने को.
Yes, but I told you yesterday that it can feel like I'm forcing myself to come to satsang.
फादर मुझसे हिंदी में बात कर, मुझे नहीं समझ है.
It can feel like I'm forcing myself to come to satsang.
ऐसा
ऐसा लगता है कि मैं अपने आप को फोर्स करके सत्संग में आ रही हूँ।
Or who face these energies and they find that if they just let it go, they will automatically find themselves in satsang.
जिन लोगों के साथ भी ऐसे एनर्जीज के एक्सपीरियंस हुए हैं और उन सबका एक्सपीरियंस है कि अगर वो इन एनर्जीज को फ्लो होने दें तो वो देखते हैं कि वो सत्संग में ही ऑटोमेटिकली सत्संग में आना चाहते हैं, सत्संग में ही होते हैं।
It is only the mind which is saying that I am forcing myself.
ये भी माइंड बोल रहा है कि मैं फोर्स कर रही हूँ अपने आप को सत्संग में आने के लिए।
Who is this I anyway?
ये आई है कौन? ये मैं कौन है जो बोल रहा है कि
मुझे नहीं पता।
I don't know.
पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है।
Completely okay, my dear. You are in satsang.
No,
Nothing.
नहीं नहीं
How this fear can come? It is your
नहीं
fear which is held up, pent up.
नहीं 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 साथ मुझे सागर ये वैसे क्या हो रहा है?
Nothing is happening. You allow all this to get released. Don't try to understand what's happening.
मैंने क्या किया आज?
No?
मैंने क्या किया? पता मैंने क्या किया? क्या किया? मैं दोपहर को सोने की कोशिश कर रही थी, मुझे नींद नहीं आ रही थी, बड़ा तड़प रही थी कि मेरे को नींद आ जाए। मुझे ये फैन की आवाज भी चुभ रही थी। मैं ना पिल्लो लेके अपने दोनों कान बंद कर रही थी कि ये आवाजें मेरे कानों में ना आए। फैन की आवाज, टीवी की आवाज, किसी बाहर जाते हुए की आवाज मुझे ना बड़ा तंग कर रही थी। मैंने बड़ा अपने आप को रोका कि ये आवाजें तंग कर रही है, मेरे को नींद आ जाए, मैं थोड़ी देर आंखें बंद करके सो जाऊं, मुझे कुछ ना याद आए, नहीं कंट्रोल कर पाई। फटाफट नीचे गई।
Can't hear you, my dear. I don't know whether you can hear me or not. But whatever is in the past is in the past. What's important is that you are here now. Okay, my dear. Looks like we lost you, but we can talk later on the phone or something. Yes, yes. Ambika wants to come.
Hi, Father.
Hello.
Hi.
Very good, very good. And you?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said I'm very good. And how about you?
Uh, good. I've been watching the retreat,
Right.
and what's happening is that on now also that and my eyes start to move, and I start to scream, and strange things going on. And there's a lot of agitated energy, like trying to figure something out. And then and every time it's seen like that this is going on, and that I can see this, and even more the the stuff starts.
What's happening? The body is moving around like that. Just shaking, involuntary movements.
Yeah.
And what are the sensations which are felt when this happens?
Now I feel like there's a kind of like a pain in the heart, like a like just like a I don't know, like a pain, and but when it happens, I don't feel anything. It somehow it's just like I don't care about it actually.
This is only happening now, or there were times in the past where it started also?
Um, I've had seizures before in the past, and I went to an epileptic center to get it checked out to see if it's epileptic, and they said it's an emotional thing, but this is I haven't had them for a long time, and this really feels different because it's somehow completely like like a neutrality about it. There's no it just happens.
Don't try to control it. Just have this sense that whatever is operating here, I hand it over to my Father. All his problem now. And for you, just forget about the word energies for some time. Have no concept about it. It's all my father's.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Father. I, I'm I'm so much enjoying looking at your face. Because there's like this, all of these things are going on in the pain and all that stuff, but at the same time, somehow, somewhere, I feel very happy.
Allow all this to get released. Have no concern about it. May you be free from all these energetic bonds that you made knowingly or unknowingly. May all of it be mine to carry. May you be given any energetic burden only when it is light as a feather for you. May my Father's grace make these words be true. Shivaya.
Thank you.
My dear, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Tantiji said, Father, may I come please? You can come, my dear. Oh, Amaya has to go. Love you too, my dear. Thank you. It's turning out to be quite a marathon for you. These are amazing.
We've been here since 9:30.
Huh?
We've been here since the two of us have been here since 9:30.
Since 9:30? What?
Yeah, we got here.
Only about 10 hours. Because bhajans and then?
No, it's been Guruji slept down. We watched them until midnight.
Oh, really?
Father, Father,
Yes, my dear.
क्या फादर मैं क्या करूं मैं- फादर बस सीन मेरे आगे रिपीट हो रहे हैं
Don't
मुझसे
waste
नहीं
any,
बर्दाश्त हो रहा
don't waste any visuals which are coming. Amazing. Wow. Let them be my problem. I'm dealing with them. Let them be released. There is nothing that can touch you.
मुझे नहीं पता मुझे अभी कुछ नहीं समझ आ रही है अभी मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता
Okay. We'll call. We'll call now. We'll call you after Satsang. Just give you a call. I'm there with you.
May I come, Father?
There, Gurmeet?
May I come, Father?
Okay, you can come.
Namaste, Guruji. I can't hear.
Oh, you didn't hear? Okay, namaste, namaste,
Yeah,
my
now it's all right. There is a lot of interference.
Yes.
There's a lot of interference. Guruji, thank you so much for your love.
Thank you, my
Thank
dear.
you so much for pointing the same thing for us to, for me to come to my real self. I really appreciate this. It feels like I'm here and everything is okay, but this space of me is always grieving. I don't know, is it a grief or is it like something is separating? Is something is happening? I don't know. Can you please help me? It all happens in front of where the heart is.
Just let the Satguru's grace take care of it. Don't have any concern about it. You will see that you remain untouched through this grief. Your surrender will allow the Satguru to digest all these energies without any problem.
Guruji, I don't know how to surrender this.
Just like this. Just like.
I've been doing this for weeks now. Every little thought comes, it catches it, and then it causes this spice, this suffering, and I've been surrendering like every, but it's just keep on coming. I know it's very uncomfortable, but it's not like causing any harm in physical sense.
And you're shining very beautifully through all of this.
Yeah, I know, I see that, but then what is this in between?
Nothing. It's okay.
I do, like I just said before too, it was like eyes get very radiant. It's like I've come out of somewhere in presence of God. I've touched or the sun or the moon. But then what is in between this myself and yourself, myself or Guruji and here or the universe, I don't know. This part I don't want to know. I just want these energies to be cleared or whatever is happening. Or how do I process it? Or what do I do? It gets uncomfortable, like in. And I don't even know how to be in silence now. I can't even do any mantra jap, or I just don't know what to do. 2 minutes I start, I'm just away from there. What's to do? What to do?
Yeah, same here.
Same?
Same here, I said. I don't know how to chant anymore. I don't know how to do any practice.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's no like, I don't know how to express this. Is it? And the rest I don't know how to speak. If I speak from this side, I feel it's mine. If I speak from that side, I don't even know what to say.
For a while, it's very good to run out of words. For some time after I met Guruji, I just ran out of words. What's there to say, really? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when I met Guruji for the first time, I had no words. All the words were just like swallowed somewhere. And there was no suffering, no pain, nothing inside this body or outside the body. I remember he said everything is fine and I don't see this fine. I mean, everything is happening. Everything is taken care of me. I don't even have any complaints or anything. It's just, I know there is Satguru here. And everything, I don't know how I can express this, how physical thing, everything is happening. It's perfectly by grace.
Yes.
Your grace is here. Your presence is here.
Sadguru is here.
Particular thing, I'm surrendering it to you every day.
But you already say Sadguru is here.
Yes.
Then nobody else is there. So whatever is happening to the Sadguru himself.
Really?
This itself is surrendering. To see that Sadguru is here is surrender. Are there two of you there?
No, there is something here which is not letting me, not letting me, I don't know what to say. It's just like, it's something comes there all the time, it clamps it all the time. And that clamp is the space. How can I express it? Okay, when I accept it the fully, for seconds, it just drops into like full space awareness, something gets solid. And that's when like, the only two words comes out of me is like, Om Namah Shivaya Sadguruji. And sometimes Om Shanti, Om Shanti. So that's where the space, I don't even know how it comes.
So you see that Sadguru is here. The presence is here. And all belongs to this presence. He is the one doer and one experiencer. You don't have to do anything about it. Because that you which is seemingly separate from the Satguru doesn't even exist. Let it all be my father's problem.
Guruji always says that stay behind this thing, and I get caught in it.
Let it be his problem. Even let it be the following of his instruction, let it be his problem.
Trust it.
Simple, yeah, this is simple.
Well, now it's your problem. I've given it to you. I can't handle this anymore.
This is fine. This is perfectly fine.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, before we go, I see some questions from Serenity. I have not seen questions from Serenity before, so I'll take these.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
Satguruji, आपकी जय.
Oh, my Father's grace.
Thank you.
So Serenity said, Namaste, Father. Who is witnessing the thoughts? Mind watching mind. Then, when you get a moment, could you please elaborate on the concept of effortless witnessing? I have to make an effort to be able to witness thoughts, and that doesn't seem right. So, how do I know what is inner guide voice and what is thought? The first and second questions are interrelated. You say I have to make an effort to witness my thoughts. So can you try right now to not make any effort? Tell me if thoughts are witnessed or not. Make no effort of any sort. Let everything that has to appear, appear. No control over attention also. Effortless, completely. Just allowing everything to come and go. Then you find that this mind is nothing but this, a bundle of these energies called thoughts, imagination, memory. All these energies is what is called mind. You are aware of your thought, and you are also aware when there is no thought. So this awareness does not leave you. When there is a thought, we say it is the mind state. When there is no thought, we say it is the no mind state. And yet the awareness is unconcerned whether mind or no mind. It is the impersonal witnessing of all that is appearing and disappearing. And it is completely effortless. Because if I say don't be aware now, you can't do it. So don't make effort to become effortless. Just forget about it and let everything be as it is. And automatically you see, effortlessly, all witnessing is happening. So we'll pick it up. I'm not sure whether you're still here actually, but I'll answer it. Maybe you can see the recording. The last question was, how do I know what is inner guide voice, the intuitive voice or the voice of being, Satguru, versus what is a thought? The mantra of a thought, the mantra of the ego is what's in it for me. It wants something, it wants to run from something. There's always a sense of identity, there's always a sense of grasping, wanting, some interest. The thoughts are always selfish in this way. The intuitive guidance is not accompanied by this wanting energy. It is accompanied by peace, love, joy. So that which is accompanied by love, that is your intuitive presence, intuitive voice. That which has specialness, that which has want, that which has the sense of me, that is a thought. And don't be in a rush to discover these qualitative differences. Just for now, don't go with any thought. Don't believe what the thought is saying. And let all these insights reveal themselves to you on their own. Okay, some of these children have been here since the last 10 hours, so we let them now escape. Enough energy for a song? Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Shivaya Namaha. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Hmm. Oh yes, yes, yes. Is she still up? Yes, he is still up. No, no, only Charlie is up. Oh, Jesse's asleep. No? Yes, obviously. You should have realized the Australia time. Yes, we'll record for her. We're singing for Jessie, whose birthday it was earlier today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jessie. Happy birthday to you. May Guruji bless you. May Guruji bless you. Happy birthday, dear Jessie. Happy birthday to you. Good, very good. I'm sorry we didn't sing for you in time, my dear. But mom will show you the recording. All our love and blessings to you. Charlie is still up with you. Huh? Thank you also very much for being in Satsang today. Satguru Shri Muji Ji ki Jai.
Satguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
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 Nelly is also going to sing for us one day. No? So,
Guruji ki jai. Ananta ji ki jai. Ganga ki jai.
Nelly, you're going to sing now?
I would love to sing, yes.
Yes.
Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo Gurudev Gurudev Namo Gurudev Gurudev Namo Gurudev Gurudev Namo Gurudev Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo
Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. Gurudev, Gurudev Namo.
Gurudev Namo.
Gurudev, Gurudev Namo.
Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. Gurudev, Gurudev Namo. Om Namo. Gurudev Namo.
Thank you, my dear.
Can I sing one more?
Yes, yes.
My neighbor, I have to put stuff in my neighbor's fridge.
Yes.
She was better at something. Sorry.
Next one.
Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho. Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho, Mahadeva Shambho.
Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho, Jai Jai Shiva Shambho. Thank you, my dear. Thank you very much. Love. Oh, you got the guitar. Yeah. You're frozen, my dear. So maybe we hear the guitar soon next time. Thank you all so much. Satguru Shri Moji Ji ki Jai.
Satguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
Thank you, Jayesh, for waiting long satsang. Can you believe these guys have been here since 9:30?
That's a long time, Father.
Okay, we can turn the broadcast off now.